Hello, welcome gold and silver stackers. My name is Alex and I am here to talk about modern collectible coins. What are modern collectible coins? They are coins minted after 1948, but we will be focusing on 1980 to current day. First, a disclaimer, I am not giving financial advice as I am not a financial advisor of any kind. All I'm trying to do is to educate and give my point of view on what has been done over the years in coin collecting in general. Before we focus on the modern collectible coins, let's start by stating the main gold and silver categories. For all Y coin experts, I know there are more categories, but for the overall general public, let's focus on the three main ones for the sake of time and simplicity. The first category is private generic rounds. Here are a couple of examples. First example is the Buffalo. This Buffalo round is a very popular coin for people who are just starting to purchase precious metals. The second coin that I want to show is the Pop Bullion round. This popular bullion round is very famous for applying pressure to each of the coin edges in order to break off the pieces and get 1/4 ounce pieces. So what are some of these characteristics? The characteristics of these rounds are that they are private and not backed by any government. The premiums are very close to spot price. They also have no legal tender value. The problem with these, though, is that they can be counterfeited because they're private and anyone can produce these rounds. Also, the quality of the silver can be inconsistent. Sometimes you see blemishes, scratches, they can be warped, so it's not a very ideal piece of silver for grading. Okay, let's see some examples of sovereign or government issue bullion, which is our second category. The most famous of them all is the American Silver Eagle. Another popular one is the Chinese Panda. These are backed by a government. The premiums are higher because of these features. They do have a legal tender V value. They're difficult to counterfeit. The quality of the silver is way better, and grading this type of coin is somewhat ideal. Why is the American Silver Eagle so popular? Why are the premiums so high? It was first introduced in 1986 until about 2021, when the design changed from the Type 1 to the Type 2 design. As you can see, the old design on the left is what most collectors are used to seeing, and until recently, the design on the right is what's being offered today. They are the most recognized around the world. They have the best liquidity, almost everybody wants one of these. Counterfeiting is virtually non-existent because of laws. If you copy or counterfeit one of these, you can go to jail. They do have a legal tender of $1, and the quality of the silver is 3 nines. Another famous government sovereign coin is the Canadian Maple Leaf. As you can see, this coin has quite a bit of security and anti-counterfeiting features that they added in 2014. There are several differences, but pretty much overall, it stayed the same because the Royal Canadian Mint did not want to have counterfeiting. Maples typically have lower premiums compared to the American Silver Eagle. They have quite a few anti-counterfeiting features, as you can see. And it has a legal tender of 5 Canadian dollars. What's special about this silver coin is that it has 4 nines, and since it is 4 nines, the purity of the silver is softer than 3 nines. So as the coins come down the belt in manufacturing, they can bounce off of each other, creating damage. These coins are more prone to nicks and scratches because they are 4 nines. This increases the value because less can be graded as a MS-70. Another famous silver coin is the Chinese Panda. What's cool about the Panda is that each year the design changes. Up until 2010, the Silver Panda's mintage was restricted to under 1 million coins, so it made it more collectible than the over 2 to 4 million, depending on the year, of the Silver Eagle's mintage. It also has a lot of anti-counterfeit security designs. It's got a legal tender of 10 yuan, and the quality of the silver is 3 nines. One of my favorites is the British Britannias. They are backed by a government. They have high premiums. They have a legal tender value. They are very difficult to counterfeit, as you can see on the left. It has a trident icon that kind of changes like a little hologram with waving lines. The shield Latin microtext and the texture it has make it very hard to duplicate. So counterfeiting is very hard on this coin. Another coin that is very famous that people love is the Krugerrand. The silver piece didn't come into existence until 2017, and it's been a very popular coin ever since. Both of these have very, very high quality silver standards, and again, grading 4 is somewhat ideal because of just being so new and modern that some people might question why grade a coin that is so brand new. Okay, now let's get to the third category, Numismatic or artistic coins. Here are a few examples of what they could look like. The first one on the top left is a gray wolf that has a lot of very good features that increase its value. One, as you see, the color is a little more of a dark gray that is called an antique finish. It also has color with the borealis lights in the background, and the moon is gold gilded. This one you can't see, but it has a serial number on the edge of the coin. This is just a beautiful collector's piece of only 1,000 mintage with only 800 graded MS70, making it extremely rare, adding to its value. As you could see, the color and the detail on these other coins is just as outstanding, making them very, very unique and valuable. Most of these are backed by a government. They have very high premiums. They have a legal tender value. They're extremely difficult to counterfeit just because of the process. Sometimes it takes days to achieve the high relief aspect of these coins. So it's very, very difficult to counterfeit these type of coins. The silver is of the highest quality, and then grading on these coins is very ideal as soon as they are available to the public. The reason why I say that they should be graded as soon as it's available to the public is over time, many factors like oxidation, scratching, etc. can make the coin not as valuable, so grade as soon as possible to avoid damage. Why collect these collector coins? 1. As we mentioned, there are 3 categories. This third category is a diversification from the normal bullion and sovereign coins that are out there. 2, the premiums are high, but it has a long-term potential to increase versus bullion or sovereign coins. Typical bullion coins go up and down with spot. Sovereign coins have a little bit of a higher premium and they go up maybe 5–10%, but these collectible coins, the potential of increasing is sometimes 50 to 200%. They also have a legal tender value by a government. As I said, they're very difficult to counterfeit. They are the highest quality of silver. Having these graded protects the coin, and it just gives it that authentic verification of all of the value that it has. Here are several unique coins. The coin on the bottom left is very, very unique because on one side it has a Morgan-style design, and on the other side, as you could see on the picture, it has a mechanism up at the top that if pressed reveals the gold gilding. A very, very popular coin with only 1,000 of these minted, and as soon as they came out, investors and collectors gobbled them up. So a lot of you guys might be asking, why do you keep mentioning MS70s? The MS70 is based off of the Sheldon grading scale, 70 being the most perfect coin. The first reason why we grade these coins is so the coins can be verified by the grading companies not to be counterfeit. The second, the slab or the casing that you see, gives the coin a certain liquidity and increase in value because it also is verified in an overall database that these grading companies have. And then obviously the grading of 70 means that there are no blemishes, no scratches to that coin, and it's a perfect coin. So you know that there is no doubt that that coin in particular is just a perfect coin. In other areas of the country, like, for example, Florida, you have a lot of humidity, and so by not grading these coins right away, you can experience some tarnishing on the coins. And so, by grading these coins, you also prevent 99% of them from oxidation because they are encased. And the grading premium, meaning the cost to grade these coins, give your coin an increased value because of the grading companies looking at this coin, grading it and encapsulating it into the slab, giving it the grading scale that that coin deserves. There is an overall cost to it, so not only do you have to factor the coin cost, but also the grading cost along with the grading premium factor based on the number grade on the coin. With the MS70 in mind, why consider a MS69 collector coin? An MS69 coin is viewed as a near-perfect mint state, with only minor imperfections visible under 5x magnification. These imperfections may include minuscule contact marks, tiny hairline scratches, or other minor flaws that do not significantly detract from the coin's overall appearance. Collectors collect both MS69 and MS70 coins. Because the MS70 population is usually smaller, sometimes it's very difficult to find the MS70 coins, so another option in attaining the rare coin is to purchase the MS69 version. If you are a collector that is not picky and can accept a small blemish that can't be seen by the naked eye, then an MS69 could be an option if the MS70 version is not available. Your wallet will appreciate the smaller price for a near-perfect coin. You will also enjoy all the benefits that an MS-70 has, like the protection from the weather elements, the registration of the coin with the grading company's database, the authentication of the coin determining whether it's fake or not. Ultimately, as seen in these examples, the value of a coin is not always based on what it grades, but actually on the rarity of the coin. Limited series and low mintage coins will carry a higher value, especially if it is graded. An MS-69 Grey Wolf 1/2 ounce silver coin is valued higher than an MS-70 American Eagle 1 ounce silver coin of the same year. So be sure you are taking everything in consideration when purchasing a graded coin. Okay, so it's true. Graded coins carry more value, and you should definitely get some for your collection here at Cost Metals. Please visit the shopping cart on Cost Metals website.